What's up, Scorpios? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. We are going to do a short little tarot spread for you in honor of this Pisces full moon happening on Friday the 13th. How auspicious, I love it. With all full moons, we like to focus on the energy that can be released, what is no longer serving us, allowing it to go freely, right? As well as welcoming new beginnings, new cycles, new changes, allowing new abundance into our life. So we're going to see with this Pisces full moon what Scorpio needs to release as well as embrace. Do keep in mind, these are general messages. As always, not everything I say is going to resonate with you. Please only take away messages for your best and highest good. And Scorpio, you will know intuitively what those are. If you want additional messages or more clarity, feel free to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Everything else you want to know about this video will be in that description box below, including, whoa, poppers already, including the decks I am using, as well as my social media channels. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. You're Scorpio, you're ready for your tarot reading. We're going to do it. Let's hop in. So what needs to be released for my Scorpios? The Sun? What? Interesting. A very interesting card for what needs to be released. The Sun is typically always a good card. It really doesn't have a lower vibration. Something about this, though, is speaking to me about the idea of expectation versus reality. I heard the term glossing over when I first saw this card. Do you have unreasonable expectations for, I don't know, the amount of joy you're getting out of something, of a relationship, out of a job? It may even be about appreciate the little moments, because it's like you're missing out on seeing something greater. That song, is it called The Age of Aquarius? It might even be called Let the Sun Shine In. I'm hearing that, which makes me think of the 40-Year-Old Virgin. That movie ends with him like singing that, and it goes into this musical number. But that's sort of what this feels like. It's Leo energy. Okay, so this may also have to do with living in the dark. And that is a metaphor for the idea of not letting the sun shine, of not embracing illumination and happiness and joy. Maybe you've just been in kind of a rut. Maybe you're in a state that feels a little bit lackluster, or I said this to Cancer too, no shade. I have lots of Scorpio in my chart. I love you, Scorpios, but I am almost getting like glass half full, maybe. Maybe you're not totally seeing the bright side. Maybe you're only seeing the dark side of the moon. I'm getting all these interesting pop culture references. This is about embracing the light. I mean, we want you to feel like you're skipping through a field of sunflowers in the light with your wife, with your husband, with your best friend, with your family, right? Let's clarify it. The 5 of Earth and the 10 of Earth. Okay. Some of you may have gone through some sort of financial loss, and that's been weighing on you heavily. This is about recovering in some sort of healthy way. Yes, recovering your bank account, but ultimately it's like there's something about money will flow when it is supposed to. So I don't necessarily mean go out and like buy lottery tickets because you need to fix your funds. That's not really what I'm saying. This is about, okay, there's that saying about life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance through the rainstorms. That's exactly what this is saying. Some of you have had some sort of financial loss or difficulties with your home or with your health, or even with an ill family member. Yes, somebody who hasn't been in a healthy state. Some of you may have lost someone very close to you, and I'm not predicting this. This would have already happened. You would know if it's your story. This is about embracing the light. Again, seeing the glass as half full. And I don't mean to sound condescending or ridiculous for those who have lost a family member. I'm not saying like, oh, life is fine, get over it. No, that's not what I'm saying here. This is almost finding a healthy way of coping, of like feeling like their spirit or their energy is always around you. Picturing them, if they have passed on, in a healthier place, in a healthier state. You know, maybe this is your version of heaven, right? Something about embracing like a lighter state of mind, and therefore it's like the weight is lifted off of you, Scorpio. It could be even things at work that have been nagging at you, that have been bothering you, things that you think are impacting your ability to get a promotion, to get more funds, even to get more friends, to have more social outlets or be part of a community. There's something about, oh, I'm sorry, I just touched my mic. I hope it didn't, anyway. There is something about needing to take like a lighthearted risk, not being so tightly wound, not so in your head about it and focusing on the negative. I mean, literally the song, Let the Sun Shine In. There's a need to embrace things that are going correctly. Appreciate the moment, live in the now. Certainly there are things that could stand some improvement, particularly financial situations. But despite that, learn to dance in the rainstorms, right? Because eventually the sun is going to come out and it's going to be better. There will be a changing of cycles. I mean, ultimately you go from 5 of Earth to 6 of Earth, which is reciprocity. You're going to get back what you put out. So make sure what you're putting out is your vibe that is beautiful, right? Like raise your vibe. Vibrate good energy and love and happiness, so that when the cycles do change, again, end of the Pisces full moon, opening up for new abundance, for new possibilities, reciprocity can come in. Potentially with money. 10 of Earth, it's a great card. But yet for some of you, you may not have got, like, even for those who have dealt with like a loss in the family, you may have not gotten what was due to you in terms of like inheritance or something that was very valuable to you, some sort of possession, a jewelry, a necklace, or some maybe artifact of your family that's been passed down for generations. Some of you, it could have literally been lost in a move or in the shuffle of things where like the object went missing. Illumination, the sun might find it. I wouldn't give up hope there. For others of you, it's like you felt like your portion was taken, something was stolen from you. There's something about not letting that lower your vibe, not letting that influence your ability to enjoy life. I'm just getting there's a need to embrace some lighthearted energy here, Scorpio. What needs to be embraced? The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's that object. Something about, it could be new money coming in or some sort of tangible offer coming in or opportunity. It's a seed that could develop into, you know, the acorn to the oak tree, the seed to the flower. Something that if you nurture it correctly could grow into something very, very wild and abundant and maybe unforeseen, untapped potential. The underlying energy is the moon. Yeah, you're not seeing it right now. It's shadowy, it's mysterious. It could potentially be a new sort of partnership, specifically in business, maybe an earth sign or a Pisces or a water sign. I mean, I like to see this card when we're talking about the Pisces full moon. It could be a new opportunity in some sort of career involving like the psyche, counseling, therapy, psychologists, or even something a little bit like woo-woo, as they say, like tarot reading, or something like the occult, or even music. I'm hearing dark side of the moon again. There's a dark side and there's a light side. Something about the expectation of what you have now, it could turn. I mean, you literally have the sun and the moon. Talk about duality. As I was saying, and even the idea of reciprocity, you get what you give. There is a back and forth, an A and a B, a give and take. This may have to do with some sort of a relationship between you and another person, or even, again, the vibe you're putting out into the world. It's going to come back to you, maybe tenfold. You have 10 of Earth. Again, a great card. What needs to be embraced is new opportunities, because you may be focused on the negative, and it's because you're not seeing the full picture. You're not understanding that there's huge potential and opportunity in a new beginning. And I mean, that's what we're talking about. Closing out old cycles and embracing new ones, welcoming in new abundance, new friendships, new opportunity for work or money. Something about writing or telling stories. Maybe you're a filmmaker or a screenwriter. There may need to be more time and effort focused on the imagination, the wandering of the mind, because it's something about, it's a bankable idea. It's a seed that needs to be nurtured and grown further into something else. So what is your advice or guidance? You have the universe. I like that. There's the closing out of cycles and embracing of new ones, right? Complete balance and harmony and peace. Something that comes into light, and I'm getting, you're at the center. You're the focus. For someone involved in some sort of artistic endeavor or creativity, maybe you finally put your work out there for the world to see, and it's like all eyes on you. You become like the center focus, Scorpio. Attracting many people, and maybe romantically, but more about people wanting to, like, I'm almost getting like interview you or communicate with you or ask your advice, get your tips. Maybe you're writing a blog and lots of people are like commenting on it and sharing it. That something about communication like across the world, and I do take that to mean potentially on the internet or on television. I don't know if you're going to be on television, but something about your idea, and that might be a metaphor for something, but you're going to reach wider audiences. That's sort of what I'm getting here. Yeah, Chariot, forward movement, and it's a victory, right? You've had to overcome a lot of obstacles. It hasn't been an easy ride, has it, Scorpio? You've had to balance, again, that duality, those dark and light energies, your sun and the moon, the dark side of the moon and the light side. Let the sun shine in, right? You need to raise your vibe in order to progress forward. For this charioteer to reach the destination, or even just to get past that wheel that's spinning out in the mud, right? It's spinning out. You're not getting anywhere. It's almost like when you have this mindset of, I will get out of this, I will succeed, I will progress forward, I will like spread my magic and my light. That's when your chariot, it's almost like out of control. I'm getting it takes off like a rocket. Something about these flames surrounding this world card, it's almost like Eight of Wands energy, which is like fast, swift, rapid action. But it's not only 8, it's, I don't know, 24 or however many there are. There's more movement forward, like driving of the chariot in metaphor. Fast, maybe travel for some of you. That is defying your expectation. And we had said something about that earlier. Your expectations, it's almost the opposite of what we were saying, that you're thinking something was supposed to be better or more magical, or expectation versus reality. I think some of you are coming out of a difficult state, feeling abandoned, feeling some sort of hardship or loss, trouble with finances, trouble with family dynamics, trouble with your home, maybe having to do one repair after the next. Because it's like what needs to be released is this lackluster view of your world, your universe. When you let the sun shine in, metaphorically, like internal to external from your soul, Scorpio, things are going to light up. I just heard it's going to be lit. It's going to be great. Something is going to progress you forward, but you need to let go of the baggage that is holding you back, because there's a lot of baggage here. If that's what this 10 of Pentacles is standing for, things that didn't work out in the past that disappointed you, or things you missed out on or were taken from you, that's weighing you down so that new opportunities are struggling to come in. Your vibe will be matched by the universe. So if you are in a vibe of, I accept good things and abundance into my life, the universe will know what to do with that, right? But if you're in a state of, my life is crap, nothing ever works out for me, I have no money, again, the universe is going to mirror that and be like, okay, well, even with the moon, something about mirror, the reflection, the universe is only going to reflect what you are projecting, so why not project happiness and sunshine and love? Because isn't that what you want back from the universe? Don't you want them to deliver it to your door, right? Maybe some of you are expecting some sort of package. Maybe that object that went missing for some of you, again, family, inheritance, something that meant a lot to you, sentimental value, that was lost in a move or a shuffle, that might be arriving to you in some sort of like unforeseen means. You may discover it or find something very similar to it during your travels when you get out of like the dark space and go into the light. Go into the light, Carol Ann. I just heard that from Poltergeist. All right, Scorpio, that's what I got for you. This was an interesting read. Oh, wait, I didn't pull your universe card. Wait, one quick universe card for Scorpio. I think yours is officially the longest, Scorpio. That's all right. I love my Scorpios. Last card. What does Scorpio need to know from the Universe Has Your Back cards? And that's exactly what this whole spread has been about. Happiness is my birthright. Come on, Scorpio. I love it. I love this card for you. And look, sun and moon, that whole dynamic, dark and light, yin and yang, balance them to get that chariot driving forward. All right, Scorpio, let me know what resonates for you in the comments below. Please do like, share, subscribe. I'll see you beautiful Scorpios next time. Bye, guys.